is the Transformers Studio Series 86 Voyager class Ironhide. Oh my goodness, this figure turned out better than I expected. When they first revealed this figure, I wasn't too sure about the proportions, the aesthetic. Wasn't even sure that the engineering was going to be all right, but so far so good. The figure is an absolutely amazing rendition of the 80s Ironhide we all grew up with. Let's take a closer look at the details of this figure. So let's begin with some comparisons. Here he is with two Optimus Prime figures. We have the Siege Optimus Prime and the Earthrise or Kingdom Optimus Prime. So his scale is pretty much okay. It's a little shorter than a normal Voyager class figure. Here he is with Studio Series 86 Voyager class Hot Rod, as well as the Netflix Earthrise Deluxe class Bumblebee. Hot Rod was the last Voyager class figure that was in the sort of deluxe sized scale. So you can see that this new Ironhide is about half a centimeter, 4 millimeters or 5 millimeters taller than Hot Rod. So that's an improvement. And here we have the Studio Series Bumblebee movie Deluxe Class Ironhide, as well as our current generation's G1 styled Ironhide, which is the Earthrise Deluxe Class Ironhide. But things are about to change. I'm pretty sure the value of this figure on eBay and all secondary markets is going to plummet because of this new Studio Series 86 Ironhide. You can clearly see they are about the same height. The mass and beefiness and bulkiness of the figures do match up with one another. One thing I will point out though, one thing I really love about this new Ironhide figure is that it seems to have a little bit more premium plastic than its predecessor. I mean, this original figure just had really soft plastic, bendy, like gummy plastic. This new one, you can see how high-pitched the trill is when you slap on the plastic. It's a little bit more premium than this one. It's not super premium like the Tenseg base Optimus Prime, but you can see that it is a very hard plastic, not like the plastic they used for the Earthrise Ironhide. Probably the only bits that are akin to what they used with this figure are the thighs and the biceps, but everything else seems to be just a little bit more premium, which I really love. The other things I love about this figure is you can clearly see it's no longer a parts forming figure. Unlike this figure that had a shield which formed the roof of the vehicle, this one doesn't have a roof that you need to remove, or doesn't have an underbelly carriage, just like the G1 figure that you had to remove. Everything's in it. And the proportions look fantastic. He doesn't look too much of an ogre. With this one has big feet and really brawny arms. This one has the proportions downright spot on, correct to the cartoon model, which is just really amazing. And you'd really begin to think, why didn't they do this in the first place? I mean, kaya naman pala nila gawin eh. Sa simulat sa pool, dapat ganyan na talaga ang ginawa nila. Bakit kailangan pa tayong pagdaanin sa ganito kung kaya naman pala nilang gawin to? And like I said in the past, you know, people are going to pay premium if you give us the value we're looking for, the kind of figure that we're demanding. People are going to pay money for that. Now, other than the proportions of this figure, the main selling point, I believe, is really this head sculpt. I love this new head sculpt. It screams G1 Ironhide. Oh my goodness, look at that. And compared to what we've gotten in the past, I mean, the Earthrise was pretty cool, but the new one, the 86 version, does have a more cartoon accurate feel. He comes with two G1 styled blaster. It's a shame they couldn't put any more accessories like his hydro cannon or chemical cannon, but the guns really look nice. I'm glad they painted them silver instead of molding them into just gray plastic. If you look at Bumblebee's gun, very similar in design in mold. Articulation for the figure, the neck is on a ball joint. You've got a waist swivel. The arms can go in and out. I love that. Forward and backward 360. You got a bicep swivel. You got a hinge elbow. You got a swivel wrist. The legs, you can move them apart, do the splits. The skirt right here, which is very G1 accurate to his hips. You can swing it out like that, especially when he gets excited. You can swing the legs forward and backward. You got a thigh swivel, hinge knees, and you've got a rocker tilt, as well as an up and down motion for the foot. So transformation, the first thing you want to do is you want to get the legs in this sort of hunched or stepping position. You bend the thighs all the way up to the crotch piece and then bend the knees this way. This is how it's going to end up in vehicle mode. It'll be easier just to put the legs this way. Okay, then you can start with the fists. You can fold them down this way. Okay, open the chest right here and bring out that front part of the roof and the windshield. Okay, the head is going to collapse all the way in here. You gotta fold it in there, tuck it all the way in so that you'll be able to close that windshield fully. Okay, next thing you want to do is you want to fold this thing down, and then you want to detach the upper torso here and then rotate this entire upper torso this way, and you can see where this thing is going. This thing is going to form that bumper, which you will attach later on. Okay, and then you want to fold the hips like this. And then the arms, they are going to fold this way. Fold them in like that, like this. You can go ahead and join the pieces together, okay? And then you can see where this is going. And then you want to fold these panels out, fold them out like this. They must line up. You'll know you transformed it properly if they lined up. So that bending of the knee and the hips and the leg will really help a lot in the transformation. So go ahead and combine this panel right here. Okay, and then do the same on the other side. Go ahead and fold out the panels like so and just line them up. So if you folded the legs and the knees properly, you'll see that everything lines up. You want to fold out the top part of the windows, and this is probably the most difficult part of the transformation. There are these very, very thick pegs that have a little bit of a flare on top, and you need to just slot them in and shoot them right there in the divot, just above where the rivets are. There's a little bit of a notch there where you need to hook those pegs in. And then I believe this is the most difficult part of the transformation because it involves a lot of force. You need to just push that in just to get it all in and tight and flush. And then you can just fold back and tab in the bumper. And finally, all that's left to do is really transform the feet. You go ahead and flip out the shins, the base of the feet. You want to flip out and form that rear window or rear part of the van. You want to go ahead and clip that part right there and then just tab in this rear section like that, and then do the same on the other side. And the guns, they are going to fit on the underside, the back of the legs. Just fold them, tab them in like this, and they should be fine. And so here he is in alt mode. It really looks like an old Nissan Cherry Vanette. Although at certain angles, it kind of feels like a Toyota Hiace. It rolls very smoothly if you fold everything properly. And boy, what a difference that rear end makes compared to the Earthrise and Siege versions of this mold. And speaking of the Earthrise figure, look at that. I still like this, I still love it, but compared to this new one, the 86 version just slays it. I mean, it's killing that Ironhide look. This one now looks more like a Mitsubishi L300 or a Toyota Hiace. This one really looks more like the Nissan Cherry Vanette. And again, need I remind everybody how gorgeous that rear end looks now without the feet sticking out. So very, very cool. It's a little shorter than usual because of the feet, but it's roughly almost the same size as the deluxe War for Cybertron trilogy Ironhide. Now, if you're curious to know how it would scale with other figures, here is the Bumblebee movie Ironhide, as well as a deluxe class Bumblebee. Yeah, he scales okay, I suppose. Wasn't expecting him to be this small. I thought it would be a little bit bigger than this guy, but all things considered, I think it's a step up from what we've gotten with the War for Cybertron trilogy Ironhide. And so some final thoughts on this new Studio Series 86 Voyager class Ironhide. I think it's an absolute step up, a major step up to the Earthrise or War for Cybertron trilogy Ironhide we've gotten. In fact, I feel this is the best looking G1 styled Ironhide we've ever gotten, just short of a masterpiece Ironhide figure. I really love this figure, and I'm pretty sure the value online and on secondary markets, those ridiculous prices that this figure is going for, will surely drop and plummet because of this new 86 Ironhide figure. So well done, Hasbro. Well done to the design team. Kudos to everyone who worked hard for this figure. It is an absolute gem, dare I say, an absolute masterpiece of an Ironhide figure. Do let me know in the comment section what you think of this new Studio Series 86 Voyager class Ironhide from the Transformers the movie back in 1986. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.